I'm Talis, and I like to do redstone builds that anyone can do, that aren't too hard for anyone to grasp and incorporate into their own worlds. And today, I'm going to show you a pretty fun one. We're going to build a relatively simple 64 to 1 vending machine. It's relatively easy to build, it is resource light, and it works every time like a dream. So let's go ahead and give this a go. Just to give a quick little tour before we actually do a build, we have our input chest here where you put the payment. We have an item filter here going down into the payment reception chest. We have an output line that goes here into this etho clock. The etho clock has 33 of whatever in it. Whoops. That goes out here into this little clock, which triggers this observer and triggers this dropper with whatever we're making the payment for. So we have it set up to give out a 1 dropper, specifically just to keep this build very simple, very easy, and pretty foolproof. It'll work at the same time, the right time, every time. Takes a moment, but you got there. So let's go ahead and build this thing real quick. We're going to start with the item filter. You're going to do this little shape out of whatever building blocks you're going to use. Punch out the middle. We're going to pop a repeater facing the front, 2 dots of redstone dust, a comparator facing the back. Throw a redstone torch right after the repeater. We are going to put a hopper going into the comparator. Go ahead and pop our payment chest there. And then put our chest there. Hopper going into that chest. Hopper going into that hopper. And there's your item filter. In order to set this up to be able to properly receive payments, you need to put a single diamond in this chest here. And in this chest, we need 1 in each of these slots, and then 18 in this slot. In this example, we will be using diamond as the payment. So anytime you put a diamond in this chest, it will now go through the filter and end up in the bottom chest. And that is your item filter set up and ready to go. So let's turn this item filter into a shop. To do that, we're going to start by placing a single torch here to act as our output. We'll go ahead and do a line going off that torch, going in this direction. And that is going to go into an etho clock. The etho clock is happily also pretty straightforward. We're going to drop a comparator here. We're going to put a sticky piston going off of this line like so. Black redstone on it. We are going to have 2 hoppers facing each other. Boop. There we go. Comparator going off the back of this hopper. Random block, doesn't matter. Single dot of redstone. And a sticky piston going that way. And that's the etho clock. Let's go ahead and prime it. We're going to put 33 in here for this build. Yeah. Thought I was doing it wrong there, but it's all part of the process. There we go, 33. So we're going to pull a redstone signal from the etho clock. In order to do that, we're going to do a nice little line going across here. We're going to pop a redstone repeater here just so it doesn't attach to this line. Boop, boop, boop. And it's going to go off in this direction. You could make it go off in this direction, but then it could get a little complicated with some of this other redstone, and we're not going to mess with any of that. We're going to keep it all in line. Let's go ahead and pop this into our comparator. And we're going to do a little clock with the comparator. Let's go ahead and drop 1, 2, 3, 4, and turn on the little light. At the end of the little light, we're going to put an observer looking at the redstone line. That is going to power this dropper. This dropper is going to have whatever we are going to be selling. In this case, it's going to be redstone dust. And that is the build. Beyond that, there's just testing the build. Let's go ahead and take some diamonds, pop it in, and it should, slowly but surely, dispense 64 redstone dust. We'll get there. There we go. There we go. Perfectly 64. If you're worried about running out of inventory too fast, or worried about it's going to be a very busy shop, you can always do something like this to be able to have a backstock of items to be able to feed into the dropper to be able to make sure you never run out. Or at least you won't run out for a while, you know? And there are many ways that you can get the items to the player from this point. I like to do just a simple little water elevator just to keep things nice and simple, spit out right on top of where the player is. It would look a little something like this. Here come the items. And out to go. Yeah. And then beyond that, it's just building your shop interface, throwing up your signs, and letting players know that you have a vending machine ready to go. Thanks for watching. I hope you're able to make this work. I hope that you're able to incorporate this into your world. And I hope you have a great day. Thank you.